If you want to develop with Apache, MySQL, and PHP on Linux, you'll find it very easy to get started. The original AMP stack was called LAMP for Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And you install it on Linux using the apt-get package manager. This is an interface that's available on all Linux distributions. It'll automatically pull the right version of each component for your Linux distribution, based on a list of applications that the distribution maintains. To follow along, you'll need a Linux distribution. I'm using Ubuntu Linux, but you can use pretty much any other version. And you'll need a web browser. I'll be using the Firefox browser that's included with this distribution. I'll start in the Terminal application. You can start up Terminal from within Ubuntu Linux by going to the Search dialog, typing the beginning of the application name, and then clicking the appropriate icon. Before you install any of the individual components, you should execute the update statement. This will update your application list to the most recent versions. And it looks like this: sudo apt-get update. Just as in Mac, the sudo command means execute this command as the super user. So when you try to execute it, you'll be asked for your administrative password. I'll type it in and press return, and that looks up at the Ubuntu servers and updates the application list. It'll take just a moment to read all the sources and then download any updates. When the command line returns, we're ready for the next step. Now I'm going to install Apache, and that command looks like this: sudo apt-get install Apache 2. After just a moment, you'll see a prompt asking you if you want to continue and telling you how much disk space will be used. I'll press Y for yes and then return, and we're off to the races. Apache will now be downloaded and installed, and it'll even be started up. When the command line returns, we're ready for the next step. I'll go to my browser, and I'll click up here for the address, and I'll type http://localhost and press return. If you see this page, that means Apache is working correctly. Now, before I finish this video, I'll show you where everything goes. First of all, Apache is installed in the folder /etc/Apache2. This folder includes the apache2.conf file. That's your primary configuration file for Apache when installing on Linux. And your document root folder is here, under var/www/html. I'll list the files there, and I'll find index.html. This is your document root folder, where you'll want to put your HTML files, your graphical files, and other web assets. So that's how easy it is to get started with Apache. In the next couple of videos, I'll show you how to install PHP and MySQL using the same command line interface, the apt-get package manager.